Peter, turning to Bitcoin now, I've seen you take part in almost every debate out there. You're not shy about your disdain for the cryptocurrency, but you were recently sent donations of Bitcoin from the crypto world. So people are asking, what are you doing with it? And could you be the biggest convert to come?
Well, first of all, those donations have already lost value since they were donated. And of course, if I'd have turned them into gold, they'd have gone up. But look, it's an insignificant amount of money that I've been donated, so I don't really care what happens to it. But, I think it's funny that the people in the Bitcoin community are creating this fake news story that somehow I'm now a convert and that I'm a secret crypto hodler. I mean, there's nothing secret about it. Yes, I've been gifted some Bitcoin. So what? I've never actually purchased any, nor do I actually intend to purchase any Bitcoin. But again, it's, so much of the crypto news, it's all fake. This is all about hype. This is all about creating FOMO, the fear of missing out, so that people will rush in and buy, basically nothing. It's just overhyped digital nothing. But the real desire is you got a lot of these so-called whales who positioned themselves years ago when Bitcoin was much, much lower in price. And now they need to generate a market so they can get out, because there's really nothing fundamental driving the price. Right. It's just, a kind of a pump and dump type of scheme going on. And I do think that the situation is going to be complicated by the regulators, which I believe are really getting ready to crack down on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And this is going to make it harder for new money to come in, which of course will complicate the efforts of old money to get out.
Well, I have to point out, because a lot of the haters will write in and say, well, Schiff Gold accepts Bitcoin as a payment. So does Peter really, not believe in Bitcoin and the cryptos as a movement, as a future currency?
Well, I don't believe in it. I mean, we're trying to help people turn their Bitcoin into gold. And so I think that's a very positive trade if people can make it. But, we don't directly accept Bitcoin. See, this is what a lot of people don't understand. Is there's a middleman in between us called BitPay. And so we've partnered with BitPay. And so what happens is if somebody has Bitcoin and they want to buy some gold through Schiff Gold, we make it easy for them to use BitPay, and BitPay will buy their Bitcoin, sell it, get dollars, and then give the dollars to Schiff Gold, and then we'll give the gold to the person who just sold their Bitcoin. So you have the middleman in the middle there. It's not a real transaction where somebody is paying for gold directly with Bitcoin. You've got that middleman that's doing the transactions, but it does make it easier for people who want to get rid of Bitcoin and turn it into gold to do it, and that's what we're doing. I certainly want to help people make that conversion from fool's gold into real gold.
Well, what do you think of ventures such as Facebook with their new Libra coin? Would you support coins that are regulated?
Well, look, I support the free market. I'm not saying the government should outlaw Bitcoin or any of these other coins. And I'm happy with Facebook coming up with what I believe would be superior to Bitcoin, because it would be a digital currency backed by something. Now, of course, what it's backed by is backed by nothing. Libra wants to back Facebook wants to back Libra with dollars and euros and yen and other currencies. What would be better would be if Libra were backed by gold. And of course, ultimately that would happen. I mean, if we really had a free market in money and in medium of exchange, gold would win, whether it was physical gold or some type of cryptocurrency backed by gold. The problem is the governments around the world don't want that. They don't want competition from real money. So they are going to complicate the efforts of Facebook to launch Libra, as they would complicate the efforts of any private company to create money that would compete with government monopolies. And of course, they always try to pretend that it's about money laundering and tax evasion, or maybe money laundering more so. I mean, tax evasion may be a legitimate interest, but really what they want to do is prevent the public from using a superior alternative to the lousy monetary products that central banks are creating. And so I don't care really if some criminals use private money for criminal activity. I mean, I don't like it, but I'm willing to accept that, because the benefit is freedom. The benefit is that honest people have real money, have privacy, and so in order to have this extra bit of safety, I suppose, we have to give up all these essential liberties or freedoms. I'd rather have a complete free market where the government doesn't pry into everybody's business, where we have real financial privacy. Yes, sure, criminals may also enjoy that privacy, but then law-abiding citizens will have it as well. And that's what's more important, because this is how tyranny begins. When you give up your liberty and your freedom to government, supposedly so they can protect you from the bad guys, what ends up happening is you need protection from government because government becomes the bad guy.